Hey, what's up guys, it's Ken here. I'm doing an unboxing of Full Power Freeza. I just came in this morning from the Figuarts line. Super excited. This is my last order from Premium Bandai. I've since switched over to Hobby Genki, so we'll see how that goes. I think with King Cold is going to be the one coming out next for that. So without further ado, let's get to unboxing this guy. I'm super excited. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. I think I put this order in like back in January or April or something. I already cut it just so that I wouldn't have to be using knives on camera here. All right, let's take him out. He slides out nice and easy. All right, we got bonus points for that. All right, no issues taking him out of the box. All right, so let's take a look at all of our accessories here. We got 3 different heads in additional. He's angry, and he's angry. So you've got different options of anger on the anger scale for Freeza here. Comes with an extra head here for a Goku figure, which I don't have. And then he comes with little hands for like grabbing, hands for blasting, and he comes with feet for if his feet are like elevated and he's doing like more of a claw type thing. Hands for doing kind of like a this, or one of these may also be his homing Kienzan here. We'll get into it when we look into it, because on the back here you see he comes with his 2 homing Kienzan there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take him out. His tail attaches. You know, they take the tail off so that they can save box space. Seems pretty obvious to me, right? Okay, so the back comes off here. These are the 2 Kienzan discs. These are nice because there's actually some texturing on them. For those of you who don't remember, the original Kuriden release just kind of had like a flat disc with no detailing on it. So this is nice that they kind of put some effort into it. And let's see if I can pop one of these out here without breaking it live on camera. So yeah, and it's also one solid piece. Again, with Kuriden's Kienzan, it was 2 plastic pieces that would kind of fit together on a little peg. This is much better. I like this a lot more. I'm probably not going to ever pose him with this just because, you know, it's shelf space is a commodity. There's a smudge on here. I don't know. You can kind of see that right there. Yeah. Shelf space is a commodity, so I probably won't be posing him with those. But we can try it on camera just so you can see what it looks like. All right, so we got to take the front panel here off. Freeza is now exposed to the world for better or worse. So let's pull him out here, grab him by his little plastic skirt that they always put on here to prevent paint exchange between the different colors, particularly his purple here, guarding against that gray. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and risk it. We're not going to leave that little skirt on him. So first impressions here, he's nice and bulky, joints nice and pliable. Everything, we do joint check right away. You know, always want to make sure you don't have any stuck joints, because then you got to go boil a pot of water on the stove, and who really wants to do that on a Sunday morning? So joints look all good. Everything's looking nice here. I don't see any issues. I don't think anything where we're going to risk breaking Freeza here, so that's nice. I like his legs here. I don't know if you can kind of see this, but that's just I don't know how to put it, but that's a satisfying leg joint, hip joint, if I've ever seen one. Okay, so we'll put him there. Let's take a look at this little Goku face that I was talking about. It's him getting punched in the face. So if you have that Goku, I don't know what it's called, maybe the Legendary Super Saiyan release, I'm not sure. I have the Awakening Super Saiyan Goku, which is the one where he still has part of his gi still on. But this face probably won't work in that one, and nor would I really want it to, because that's the wrong Goku to pose with this Freeza. Let's take his tail out. It's nice, burnt to a crisp here from when it got cut off. So I think this got cut off after the Genki Dama, right? The Spirit Bomb, if you will. Got cut off there. All right, so we had to use a little bit of force here on this figure, a little bit of American force on this Japanese toy. You guys know what that means if you've ever broken a collectible. You know how it goes. We're used to playing with Playmobil here. You can't break those, but you can break a Figuarts. Okay, and so then let's take a look. Let's get one of his faces here. Let's do his really angry face here, huh? All right, we're going to put this one on here. We're going to test the head joints, because I have had figures before. They came with alternate heads, and I couldn't take the heads off out of risk of breaking it. This comes off nice and easy. That's extra bonus points. You always love to see that. Now, necessarily, this may not go on as easy as that one came off, because sometimes with these figures, let me move this out of the way. Sometimes with these figures, when you have this head that's been on there for so long, it's kind of like shaped to the joint. So popping off is easy, but this head, which has never been on the joint, you might have some issues with. So Let's kind of line that up there. Do a nice gentle press, and boom, we're popped on. You heard that nice pop. If you guys collect Revoltex, you know how satisfying toy noises can be, and that was a pretty good pop. So, all right, he's looking angry. He's mad. Let's take a look at these hands. Remember, because I said some of them might be for the Kienzon, and I think it's going to be these ones. Okay, so it is. So we're going to only put one of the Kienzons on because we're going to test. And so you see there's a hole in there. It's a hole for the peg from this figure, from this little Kienzon to pop in there. So that'll just go like that. But let me get the hand on him first before I go putting the Kienzon in there. And let me get, again, all those accessories out of the way. We're done with those. This is just going to be kind of a sample of what it can look like, what the process is of switching some of these parts out. Again, the feet are going to be the same as the hands, and I don't really have a spare Tamashii Act 2 stage stand for him to go in. You guys know what I'm talking about there. So, all right. So we got this. Let's put him here. Okay, so you guys want to talk about like posing figures, right? So generally, if you've got the right arm in front, then you're going to want to turn the torso and put the left leg in front there. Okay, and then, okay, so this is kind of weird. I'm not crazy about that look. So maybe you don't want to have him turned. That's kind of not great. I'm not super happy about that. So we just won't super turn his torso here. That's kind of gross, and I don't know why they designed it like that. As much as I like these legs, I really don't like what's going on here at the abdomen thing there. And again, if you have a stand, you can just use that. We're going to just pose him against his tail right now. And then, you know what? I'm not crazy about this, so let's pull this back here. All right, because he's like rearing this Kienzon up, so it's like behind him there. Okay, and then he's angry, so he's got his hand out like this. Okay, so we see like there's good range in his posing here, right? This is what I love about posable figures. I know some people are scared of joints for some reason. They're really like have a unnatural fear of them, and that's okay. You know, I'm not here to judge. But you can put this here now on his hand, and boom. So if you're in the mood to pose him with his Kienzon, then you can do it. And you know, if you're in the mood where you don't want to do it, then you can take it off. That's the joy of posable figures, and that's what I love a lot about them. It triggers a lot of creativity in them as well. Okay, so you've got this Freeza now. You want to pose him with some other things. The optimal thing to pose him with would be that Goku that I don't have. So instead, we're gonna pull out that Awakening Goku that I was talking about, so you can kind of get a size comparison here for him. So that's him standing next to that. I think that's pretty appropriate sizing for him with this Goku, right? Freeza is a short dude. So let's pose him with another Freeza. His fourth form Freeza that I have is on a Tamashii stand. He's like floating in the air, and I don't really want to mess with him. So we're going to pull out Cyborg Freeza, who I have just freestanding. Scale is good. I mean, the issue with this Freeza right here all along is that his head is huge. I don't know why they did that. I guess it maybe better matches some of the Toriyama art at the time, or some of the anime cells that they had going on. Okay, so this is all a little bit normal, right? But what if you want to pose Freeza? You want to, like I have, you want a shelf of Freezalings, right? So then we're going to pose him with his brother, of course. The original unboxing that I did back on my personal channel, Kula. Let's pull Kula out here. Can we get a round of applause for the brother himself, the brother man, Kula, who's going to clip off of this camera. He's so huge. To give you an idea, so now if you want to pose Freeza next to Kula, that is the kind of shelf space accommodations you might need to make. So, and actually, the more I look at this with him holding the Kienzon, the more I might actually, if I can make room for it on the shelf, I might pose it. I still have a lot of shelf space left. No, I don't have a lot of shelf space left because I have to take into consideration that King Cold is right around the corner, and he comes with a huge throne that they were charging $200 for on Premium Bandai, and is a big reason why I got in a Hobby Genki instead, because shouts out to our friends in Japan, the yen is weak right now. It's not good for them, but for American collectors, you can save a lot. Such drastic amounts that even if you purchase from Japan and pay $20 shipping, you're still saving like $20 versus what it costs here to buy off of Premium Bandai. So it's kind of a rip to go from Premium Bandai right now. So Anyways, guys, that's it. This is Full Power Freeza. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll jump in and kind of talk about it a little bit. And for sure, we'll see you next time here when we're unboxing something. Maybe King Cold around the corner. We'll make this a Freeza-ling trifecta. So we'll see you next time on We Gotta Unbox.